The Android operating system for phones has really come from far, and I love the options and varieties it gives to consumers, in that whichever one you get, you still get a fair user experience. The more the options, the harder it is to decide. A disclaimer though, by the time I am shooting this review video, I'm working with a budget of 55 plus or minus 5,000 Kenya shillings. But with the new Kenyan taxation, by the time I'm publishing this video, the prices might have changed. But that won't stop this comparison. Zeroing down on a choice takes time and information that you might not have, as you wonder which mid-range device would be the best for you and what rationale should be behind your choice. Well, we are here to answer that with a comparison between the Samsung Galaxy A34, the TECNO Camon 20 Premier, and the Xiaomi Redmi Note 12 Pro Plus. Number 1, performance. This is perhaps the biggest metric that separates the three devices. The Camon 20 Premier rocks the Dimensity 8050, which is one of MediaTek's ever-growing performance chips. We can sum this up by saying that the A34 and the Redmi 12 Pro Plus, which ship with Dimensity 1080, are nowhere near the performance of the Camon 20 Premier because it flies. The TECNO Camon 20 Premier is a mind-blowing, turbocharged speed smartphone. It is hands down one of the fastest techno phones out there. Oh, the speed is nothing short of incredible. This phone is fast, from lightning fast uploading to seamless multitasking and every aspect of the user interface responding quickly. The Redmi comes in second in terms of speed. Apps load quickly and every other phone function flies, but it's not as fast as the TECNO. The A34 closes this comparison. It's not a slow phone, but it simply doesn't match the speeds of the other two, despite having the same chipset as the Redmi. These are their benchmark scores. For storage and memory, Camon 20 has one iteration, 512GB and 8GB RAM, expandable virtually to 16GB. The A34 has 6 and 8GB RAM options and 128 and 256GB storage options. Redmi, on the other hand, has a base of 256 and either 8 or 12GB of RAM. The winner, TECNO Camon 20 Premier. Number 2, design. Design appeal is not just for functionality, but for aesthetics too. Starting off with the 20 Premier, it features a unique and exciting camera island at the back, while the others have ordinary camera islands that we've seen before. All three devices have power and volume buttons on the right-hand side. Also, only the Redmi 12 Pro Plus has a 3.5mm jack for wired headphones and an infrared port. Here are how they sound from the stereo speakers. Which one do you prefer in terms of volume and sound depth? There's a certain understated coolness about the Camon 20 Premier's appearance that immediately wins you over. Unlike many other manufacturers using intricate textures and glossy chrome, this phone takes a different route and is refreshingly likable. While it may not be a show-stopping design for some, it presents a charm that is hard to resist. The Magic Skin design stands out by itself, but you don't have to take it from me. Take it from their gold win of the Muse Design Awards 2023 in the product design category. It feels like leather and it also helps with grip. The Redmi has a glass back, whereas the Samsung used a plastic one. The A34 and the Camon 20 Premier are the lightest at around 200 grams, while the Redmi is noticeably heavier at a little under 210 grams. A34 has a screen cutout, while the 20 Premier and the Redmi have settled for punch hole, which feels more modern. There are other ergonomic benefits where the Camon 20 Premier wins. It's lighter and thinner, hence feels great on the hand. The Redmi Note 12 Pro Plus is a tad bit heavy, and the Samsung Galaxy A34 is thicker and wider. The winner, TECNO Camon 20 Premier. But I'll not be fair if I don't give at least a point to Samsung for the IP67 rating for water and dust resistance, and Redmi for IP53 for dust and splash that are not present on the Camon 20 Premier. Number 3, screens. Put all the three screens in 3D, I mean, on the 3 devices. Okay. I can comfortably say that all the three screens actually excel, but there is a feature or another that makes each one of them stand out from the other. Put on a table and using the same wallpaper, the screens look the same in terms of quality and color accuracy. They also refresh at 120 Hz, meaning they are very fast. However, The Camon 20 Premier falls behind in terms of brightness. The dark mode on it leans more to a grey mode that doesn't look as dark as the A34 and the Redmi Note 12 Pro Plus. Samsung Galaxy A34 leads in brightness at 1000 nits, 900 for Redmi and 500 for Camon 20 Premier. The winner? It's a three-way tie between the three, but each one of them has a point above the rest. We have the TECNO with the thinnest bezels and the sharpest screen. We have the Redmi having the darkest dark mode and the deepest blacks, and we have the Samsung which has the brightest screen at 1000 nits. Number 4, battery performance. The battery endurance for the three is the same, and they can well last all day. If you are a moderate user, meaning you don't use your phone ever so often, then the phone can actually go for at least 2 days. But if you're a heavy user like myself, by the time you're going to bed, you'd have to plug in your phone to charge. But it is at the charging speeds that the separation is clear. The Samsung Galaxy A34 charges at 25 watts, which is just slow in modern times, and it takes a little over an hour to fully charge it. Worse, the A34 does not come with a charger, but at least it includes a cable. The Camon 20 Premier comes in second at 45 watts and fully charges in about an hour. The Redmi 12 Pro Plus beats the two with a 120 watts charging brick, and it's crazy fast. In our tests, it fully charged from 0 to 100% in about 25 minutes. The winner, Redmi Note 12 Pro Plus. Number 5, software. This device is run Android 13 with different skins on top. MIUI 14 for the Redmi, One UI 5.1 for the A34, and iOS 13 for the Camon 20 Premier. The Android experience has matured over time, so the differences are not that huge. There are lots of useful features and lots of settings to play around with, so as to make the devices unique. In terms of UI modernity, both the TECNO and Redmi look great with their skins. The notifications and shortcut windows in the A34 can improve. We hope that Samsung can fix this in coming days. In terms of software updates, Samsung always leads this group. It will surely be the first one to receive Android 14 based on One UI 6, and will also receive major updates for the next 4 years and security patches for the next 5 years. This is how they always win in this category. So the winner, Samsung Galaxy A34. Number 6, camera performance. Let's crunch some numbers first on the camera. Galaxy A34 has a 48 megapixels main with OIS, 8 megapixels ultra-wide, 5 megapixels macro, and 30 megapixels selfie. Camon 20 Premier has a 50 megapixels main with OIS, 108 megapixels ultra-wide, 2 megapixels depth sensor, and 32 megapixels selfie. The Redmi Note 12 Pro Plus has 200 megapixels with OIS, 8 megapixels ultra-wide, 2 megapixels macro, and 16 megapixels selfie. Just by looking at the numbers on the main camera, you'd assume that the 200 megapixels on the Redmi make it the best camera, then followed by the Camon 20 with the 50 megapixels, then the A34 with the 48 megapixels. Well, surprisingly, you might be wrong. The Camon 20 Premier has the best overall camera performance of the three phones. Yes, it is a 50 megapixels main camera, and it takes great photos in both good and low light conditions. This is because of the RGBW Pro sensor it is equipped with. The ultra-wide shines here even more, as the 108 megapixels lens gives details we are yet to see in ultra-wide shots that also take the macro shots. It has incredible night videography and the anti-shake feature from sensor shift technology. The macro cameras are also good, and the phone can record 4K video at 30 FPS. The Redmi Note 12 Pro Plus is a close second with the 200 megapixels main camera, which in pixel binning terms mean it's actually a 50 megapixels camera and takes great photos. The ultra-wide and macro cameras are not as good as the Camon's cameras, but still decent. The phone can also record 4K video at 30 FPS. Samsung Galaxy A34 is the weakest of the three phones in terms of camera performance. Its main camera is 48 megapixels, which takes great daylight shots, but it's not as good as the other two. It almost feels like an unfair comparison, as the A34's premium sibling, the A54, delivers comparable results to the Camon and the Redmi, but is much higher priced. The winner, TECNO Camon 20 Premier. Different manufacturers use different philosophies to market their smartphones in different regions, while they cost around the same amount of money. Samsung bottoms the list in terms of design, although it redeems itself with software support and an IP rating, which is also present on the Redmi, but missing on the Camon. The Camon, on the other hand, wins in design, performance, and camera, although the Redmi comes close. But at the end of the day, all things considered, and based on your tastes and preferences, the choice is yours. Which one would you pick?